There's a lot of pressure in your 20s to be everywhere at once, to say yes, to do more, to keep up. And when you don't, it can feel like you're falling behind. But when I slowed down, like really slowed down, something shifted. The noise faded and I realised peace was something I'd been overlooking. This is a series about slowing down, about choosing a quieter way of living in a world that's always rushing. I don't have answers, just experiences, and this is where my story begins. I come from an island in the Scottish Highlands called the Isle of Skye. Like a lot of young people growing up, I couldn't wait to leave. I thought there was nothing more boring than this place, and the city felt like the only way forward after school. I also believed that moving back home meant you'd failed or taken a step backwards. But the truth is, the fast pace of city life left me feeling so anxious that I wasn't really living at all. So I moved home, and I've never looked back. Choosing a slower life didn't mean giving up on ambition, it just meant choosing what felt right for me. I stopped measuring my life by how busy it looked, and started measuring it by how it felt. Wellness, for me, isn't routines or rules, it's listening, noticing, letting mornings be quiet and evenings be slow. It's walking more, being outdoors, making things with my hands, getting away from a screen, connecting with people in the real world, and giving myself permission to rest. This series is about that, the small moments, the in-between spaces, sharing how I live more gently and more intentionally. You don't have to live this way, of course, but if you've ever felt drawn to something slower, you're not alone. This is just me, learning as I go, living slowly, and inviting you to walk alongside me. For this first episode, I thought I would just take you along a normal day in my life, so you can see the pace I go at and why I chose a slower life, before deep diving into some topics in the coming weeks. I've been starting to get in the flow of in the morning, just getting up and kind of getting ready for the day, because even if I'm not doing much, I just feel 10 million times better when I'm like feeling my best. I think there's such a difference between slowing down and having a nice chill day and having like a lazy, sluggish day. And it's kind of a fine line. But one thing that differentiates it for me is like, you know, showering in the morning, getting ready, putting clothes on, doing my makeup. If I stay in my pajamas and sit on the couch for a few hours before even like brushing my teeth or putting makeup on, it is a recipe for disaster, especially because in January we only have a few hours of daylight, so you really need to be making the most of it. Like, I don't want to waste precious daytime hours and then suddenly it's 3 p.m. by the time I'm ready and I only have like an hour to, you know, get outside or do whatever. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's how I've been starting my mornings, which have been helping me so much. I think especially living here, like you don't actually have to get ready as much as you would feel the pressure to if you lived in the city or something, because I probably won't see anyone today apart from my family, and like they've seen me at my worst, you know. So it's not like I'm going out in public and I'm seeing other people all put together and you feel like you should, you know, also be put together. It is genuinely just me I'm doing this for. Like, this is for me, you know? And there's something quite nice about that, I think. Like, I'm doing this to make me feel good. I don't know.
Trusting your instincts, realize that knowing looks different to each. When living authentic, do more exploring, deeper than knowing just what is essential for life that is thriving. Go deep, mute out the chatter, feel it, burn off the fire, let go until there's peace to your core. Live a life you adore.
Kind of ironic that I'm dressed like a businesswoman, a business gal in the city, when the whole point of this video is telling you guys why I love being and doing the complete opposite, essentially. But I'm actually quite happy I put this on this morning because I had quite a few work bits, calls, like, yeah, a lot going on. So it made me feel more professional and like I was working in an office, even though I'm in my kitchen sitting in front of the fire, actually kind of boiling. I had like, yeah, quite an intense morning work-wise. No point on filming much of that, to be honest, but it's now 2 o'clock. So I've been sat here for a while. It's funny, I literally just rotate like between sides just to mix it up. My dad actually also works from home, so he's in like the other side of the house, so it's not even like we could actually switch, but he's got more of an actual office work set up, so I don't think that would work. But yeah, I'm kind of just gonna go out on a walk and like decompress, I guess, and switch off a bit, and just, yeah, take some quiet time. And I feel like that's another thing that I really love and appreciate about living here. Like when I was a uni student in Glasgow in the city, and I would spend maybe hours either in my flat or in the library at a screen, like working or studying, and then I wanted to like decompress. I keep going to say decompose, I don't know why. Decompress. I would go out on a walk because that's kind of just, I feel like that always cures me. But when I lived in Glasgow, I lived on Sauchiehall Street, which if you're not familiar with the town, it's like the busiest street in Glasgow. Like it's the main shopping street, I guess. So it was chaos. It was absolute chaos. And I would just step outside the flat and like the hustle would be going on, and then suddenly I would be feeling guilty that I wasn't back working. So like it kind of took away from the purpose of these walks. And so now that I'm back home, I feel like I appreciate them even more, just being able to go outside and like hear the like noises of the birds and nature and not see people running around doing their jobs, like kind of making me feel guilty as if I should be doing more. And that's something like with the city that I really didn't enjoy. That was probably one of the main pressures that I just like I couldn't deal with for a very long time. So I would always come home, like genuinely, like every second week. At uni, I think I was home, sometimes more, not over exaggerating, because it was just too much and I felt like I couldn't keep up with everyone else's pace. So it's quite nice being here and not having to like see that. It's weird because like it's still going on, but it just relieves that pressure, you know, like I'm choosing peace over the pressure. And that's just totally like personality dependent. I'm obviously just saying how I feel and like my life and why I'm choosing to live in the countryside in my 20s rather than like living it up in the city. And I'm just giving you more insight into like, I don't know how my brain works, I guess, but I'm absolutely not slating anyone's life who does look like that or like who does enjoy that, because we're all different. I just personally hated it. I know one of my best friends, actually 2 of them, absolutely thrive off of that. Like they love being in the hustle. It keeps them motivated. Like they don't like being away from it all. So it's totally dependent, and I'm absolutely not slating anyone else's life or choice of lifestyle or anything like that. But for me, removing myself from that environment was one of the best things that I could have done. And of course, so privileged that I could have even done that. Like I've grown up in the countryside, so moving back home was so easy for me. I didn't need to buy my own house or anything, of course, to be able to live here. I could just move back in with my family, and it was really the best thing for me. And I think as well, because my job is creative, I like need, I don't know, time to be bored. I've kind of spoken about this in another video before, but when I'm constantly overstimulated by different things going on, I don't have time to just think in my own head. And to be creative, like you need that time to have like those thoughts, of course. So yeah, being here really helps me with that as well. But I'm very much ready to just get outside now and like switch my brain off a little bit, because that was intense. There was a lot going on this morning. I'm happy though. I feel like I got a lot done that was on my mind, and now I'm ready to not do anything. I think I might actually listen to an audiobook. I'm reading Bear Town. I'm literally coming to the end of it, So I'm kind of like, do I wait and read it rather than listen to it? But no, I've still got a few chapters. So I think I'm going to listen to that. I've got shock earphones, which I always rave about because it means I can like still listen to my surroundings. And I'm going to just walk into the village because I've got a few bits that I need to get from the co-op, from the shops for like food wise. So I'm going to maybe just try and like group that all into one. I also really want to get Wuthering Heights. Not me getting it wrong, that would be very bad. My mum told me I said it wrong last night, so now I'm overthinking it. Whatever it is. Obviously the film with Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie's coming out on Valentine's Day, so I really want to start reading it at least. I don't know how big it is, but I'm gonna see if they have it in the bookshop. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll just incorporate that into the daily walk rather than doing separate things, seeing as it's so late on in the day and we've only got about 2 hours of daylight left and then 3 hours of the bookshop being open. I don't even know if that's right. I don't even know if it's open right now. Only one way to find out. So let's do it. That was a glimpse into a day in my life here on Skye. Quiet, simple, and shaped by the pace I've chosen. It's not always perfect, and some days are slower than others, but it's a life that feels full in a way I never felt in the city. Over the coming episodes, I'll be exploring what it really means to slow down. How to unlearn the pressure to do more, how to live with the seasons, and how to find stillness in a noisy world. Again, I don't have all the answers, but I hope sharing these moments will make you feel less alone if you're wondering whether a quieter, gentler life might be for you. So come along, there's a lot more to explore and I'm excited to take you through it.